Hey guys, it's Heidi, and in case you didn't know, one of the classes that I teach is Textiles for Fashion Design. So today I wanted to do a little bit of experimenting with you guys where we take one of my most prized pieces of fabric and we do some exercises to help identify it. So typically when I bring fabric into my house, the first thing I do is a fiber burn test. I do this even if the supplier has told me what they thought the fiber content was. Sometimes people misidentify fiber content just because they don't know, or they do it on purpose to try to upsell you. So let's do that real quick. If you're interested in seeing other fiber burn tests, I'll probably link one below that'll lead you to the rest of them, so you can check those out later if you want. So I have my swatch. I'm working in a well-ventilated area. I have a fireproof catch bowl. I'm an adult. Fire is dangerous. All the precautions. We're basically going to catch this on fire and be looking at what's happening while it's in the flame, out of the flame, what does it smell like, and what is the ash or residue left over. So let's do this. So I start to burn it. It's kind of curling away from the flame, and it extinguishes very quickly after I take the flame away. I'm actually going to burn it a little bit more so we can get a little bit more ash there to analyze. You see how it goes out really quickly? So the ash is mostly black with a little bit of gray to it. And the smell smells slightly like burnt hair, but not as bad as real burnt hair like wool would. So let's take a look at the ash. It's crushable, okay? So right now I know this is 100% silk, which is perfect because that's exactly what I paid for. All right, next I want to take you guys outside and we're going to use this pick counter. It's a magnifying glass with a 1-inch square to analyze the weave of the fabric. Okay, before we go outside, time is flying. I want to show you guys this plain weave. And this is basically where every lengthwise grain alternates over the crosswise grain equally. If we come over here to this satin weave, you'll notice that the lengthwise grain is floating over several of the cross grain threads before it comes and shows again. See how it floats over that? And then there's a cross grain, there's a cross grain. That's satin. Satin, on the other hand, is exactly the same weave, except the float threads are going in the cross grain. I hope this makes sense because we're running out of time. Let's go take a look. All right, I'm gonna try to hold this as still as possible. It's not a magnifying as well as I thought it should, but these are the holes on the selvage edge here. So you can kind of notice these float threads floating over the cross grain. So right now I know this is a satin. The interesting thing about this fabric is I'm gonna flip it over and we're gonna look again. All right, so the holes of my selvage edge are on this side now. It looks exactly the same. This is a double-faced, 100% satin fabric. That is amazing, guys! So with all that information, we found out we have 100% silk, double-faced satin weave fabric. Double-faced meaning it's 2 layers bonded together.